to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Play action now, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Madison is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from 28 yards out. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here we go. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because, to me, there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Touchdown Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Completes this to Addison out left. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 2nd and 6. Here's a diving catch right side. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. He'll look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the toss, Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Madison running on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Going to run with Madison again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They'll pitch it out to Madison. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Madison running left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle and complete to Addison. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Gun.
Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
11 mighty.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. Into space at the 45. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Now Burrow.
2nd and 9.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
Burrow.
27-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Burrow. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Open man is Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot now for Cousins. This ball intercepted. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense.